Today we have Neil Betty, who's currently sitting in 20th place in our ranking with $120,000 grossed in revenue for supercar rentals and $40,000 in profit. I think as I was getting out the cars, you said something about everybody's starting a rental company nowadays. And I was like, yeah, but there's a big difference between me and them. And you were like, what is it?
You
And I was
own
like,
all the cars.
I was
Yep.
like, check the glove box. You open the glove box and you're like, check the registration. Whose name is it? And it's like, oh, yours. And then you started laughing. You're like, this guy's legit. And then
Yep.
that's kind of where like our relationship started. Remember that? I
Well,
remember
that's
that
kind
day
of why
very
we
clear.
clicked right away because we're very black and white. It's how it is or it's just not. So that's
Nah,
one of the
thousand
reasons
percent.
why we clicked and then we did what we did together.
But Neil, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Amazing, bro. Thanks for being on here.
Good. Anytime.
Listen, I got 10 to 14 questions for you. Let's get
Shoot.
through them. Let's
Let's do
try to
it.
help out anybody watching this video and kind of let them know on a little bit about your success. Sounds good?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Let's get into it. How does it feel to make the money you've made?
It's definitely a good feeling to start from ground zero and, build up as something that is purely based on a network and a little bit of loopholes here and there.
Great answer. Why did you choose to get into car rentals?
So I'm a big believer that if it's not broken, don't fix it. And what that means is if you see someone already succeeding in a certain, business that you want to do, it doesn't help to have a mentor or even some help. Kind of the same, same theory I did when I built my own brand as well.
You mean it does help?
It does help, yeah, of course. Yeah.
What is the most you've made in 1 month? Revenue.
I think gross revenue, our best month it was definitely the summertime. I think we did about 50,000.
$50,000 in 1 month. That's almost 1/3 your whole
Gross, yep.
But you are basically fairly new. Like you decided to get into it very later on.
Yeah, so the whole idea was because of NextGen already being existing, the wrap shop and the whole nine, the rentals wasn't a main kind of, business. It was more like a supplemental income.
Right. Nah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, obviously, once we met, I came in with what? Like I came in with one car first.
I
Forgot
think when
what
we
it was.
met, it wasn't even in person. It was over a group chat. You came in with one Urus. I'll never forget it. 2 months later, my whole lot's like packed. I was like, who is this guy?
Now, actually, I remember it very clear. I came in. No, I sent a car to get like what trackers, I think it
Sent
was.
up 2 years to get trackers in, yeah.
Yeah, and then like maybe like a couple weeks later, I came in to get my Huracan wrapped,
Yep,
and
yep.
then
It was
and
red,
then
and then we
yeah.
made it into satin black.
And then I think as I was getting out the cars, you said something about rental guys or like somebody everybody's starting a rental company nowadays. And I was like, yeah, but there's a big difference between me and them. And you were like, what is it?
You
And I was
own
like,
all the cars.
I was
Yep.
like, check the glove box. You open the glove box and you're like, check the registration. Whose name is it? And it's like, oh, yours. And then you started laughing. You're like, this guy's legit. And then
Yep.
that's kind of where like our relationship started. Remember that? I
Well,
remember
that's
that
kind of
day
why
very
we
clear.
clicked right away because we're very black and white. It's how it is or it's just not. So that's
Nah,
one of the
1000%.
reasons why we clicked and then we did what we did together.
Nah, 1000%. What has the income from Supercars done for you?
It's definitely helped me to grow NextGen as a business and also helped me invest into other aspects of NextGen. Recently we started NextGen EDU, so a lot of the investment was from that. So in other words, it helps with cash flow, which is a big thing in business.
What have you learned from this experience?
To definitely cross your T's and dot your I's. That's in the rental car business. That's a very big thing that a lot of people I know miss, and it results in accidents.
Do you generate income through brokering your own cars or both?
Primarily brokering. So I don't own any of my own cars, which is why my gross revenue reflects as it does. But I broker majority of the cars that we do. So you do make less, but you have no overhead.
Yeah, good point. Well, except for your own 720S, you own that. That's yours. But you don't rent that out as your baby.
No, that's my baby.
How did you find out about me? We kind of already went through that, so let's ignore that. Did you know Supercar Rentals existed before finding out about me?
I did not know. I did not even know that was a concept or even a business. So once we did meet and I looked more into it, beyond the impressive part of it, I was very shocked how it could be very lucrative.
I mean, you knew about it because you had all those other guys like starting it.
Yeah, I mean, I do have other rental clients, of course, but we never got into a more personal relationship. It was really just business like, hey, I need this done to my car, boom, done.
What are your thoughts on our friendship now?
I think it's more than a friendship, but
It's way more than friendship.
way more than a friendship, but it's definitely a fun one.
Being at $140,000, no, $120,000, where are you looking to be at the end of this year?
Let's see if we can break two.
Break two? Think you got it. Think you have way more experience now.
Oh, for sure.
What is your all-time goal in this business?
I think it's more of a supplemental business again, but it's definitely to keep it consistent. And the way I see it is that it's another means for me to pay whatever bills or have some fun money.
Yeah, I think like also like you're very like into, you're not even like fully into it. You're more so like, hey, somebody comes in for your main
Correct. I
business.
don't
You're
promote
more
it at
like,
all.
yeah,
Basically, people who know me, if you know me, you text me, and if I can make it happen, I make it happen. But besides that, you'll never see me promote it much. It's
yeah,
more so like if it happens, it happens. But
yeah,
given that if it happens, it happens, and we've done so much, I think there's a bright future.
1,000%. I agree. How many vehicles are in your fleet now?
Zero.
Well, including your broker cars, because you do have a
Oh,
lot of people
broker
that chip into
cars.
their cars.
Probably I want to say about 10 to 15 cars.
10 to 15 cars. How much work per day in general have you put into making this happen?
Probably
None.
an hour. Literally none.
Literally. You
Just
literally
one phone
made
call or a text.
you made one of your guys do everything for you.
Yeah, to an extent. At first I would do everything myself. And the reason why I always do that in anything is if I don't know the ins and outs, then it's hard to train someone the same thing. So
I
once I
agree.
learn everything, then I copy and paste that to someone else, and then it's kind of like a recurring belt.
I agree. It's like duplicating yourself. How long
Exactly.
do you see yourself doing supercar rentals for?
I don't see why not forever.
Neo, it's been amazing having you. Thank you so much. What kind of advice do you have to tell anybody watching this? And what kind of advice, or what would you want to say, tell yourself, your future self watching this 6 months down the line or a year from now?
To anyone that's watching this, of course, to be an entrepreneur is definitely, hell, but there's always ups and downs in anything. It just comes down to how much can you handle, and you never give up. Keep it pushing.
And to your future self?
Uh, just go back to the gym and keep it going.
Love it. Neo, thank you so much, bro. Amazing
Anytime.
having you.